It was so good to spend time in Buffalo. Um, Basically, that's where I finished high school. I lived there for about 2.5 years, and on pretty much my 17th birthday, packed up my car, moved back out to California where I'd been from, and have only visited a couple times since. I kept in touch with a few folks, but not super well, quite honestly. So I haven't really known what people are up to, except, maybe major milestones posted on social media and whatnot. But I was able to go reconnect with my friend Zach, who doesn't even do social media, so I was in the dark about what his world has been, particularly in the last 14 years. Last time I saw him was in 2007. I had to do math real quick. In Romania, when he was working in the Peace Corps. He had just gotten there, and I was passing through, ended up spending a month there, hiking, hanging out, watching movies, just having a great time. But after I left, he ended up staying there for the next 6 or 7 years. I ended up doing more circus, more theater work, more teaching. I had a venue in San Francisco. I moved to Australia. So our worlds were very, very different. And while he's back in Buffalo and I'm currently in the States, it just didn't line up until now. But I got to go up there, stay with him, catch up on all the things, life developments, excitements, things that have changed, things that are the same, and I'm happy to report it was just a treat. Got to catch up with some other old friends, which was delightful, but a lot of the time was just, eating good food, hanging out, watching movies. I did get to go roller skating at Delaware Park, which was super cool, and one big highlight was getting to see a Gamelan orchestra, but I'll get to that in a second. One of the big things about going there was seeing how much the city itself has changed. So it's a Rust Belt city. It was built on industry and transportation around the Erie Canal, on inexpensive and accessible electricity before that was super widely available. Because Niagara Falls is there, it could turn the turbines, and that's how Buffalo got the name City of Light. It was so efficient and easy to get electricity, they could afford to light the thing up. But by the 50s, population started declining, industry moved away, people moved away, the middle class shrunk, and it is not a very wealthy city at this point. But in the past several decades, there have been revitalization attempts through sports, arts, the universities, and on. But just recently, it feels like the investment is more in the idea that neighborhoods are worthwhile, that, a cool, interesting restaurant or a community garden does more to build a space than, some big funded industry or, kickbacks for whatever sports team or however they had been enticing folks. But now neighborhood feeling is really real, and it's finding more, hip, interesting, worldly ways to integrate these neighborhood pockets into something that feels like a city with a really strong identity. Not that it hasn't always had one, but it just really stood out to me this time. And one of my favorite things was finding Gamelan. So whenever I go to a new city, I tend to just say Indonesia and then the city's name, because I love Indonesian food, culture, language, etc. It's a big part of my life, and so I want to connect with that side of it wherever I am. There is not a big Indonesian community in Buffalo, but there is an Indonesian or Javanese gamelan there, which blew my mind. And so they're called Nusantara Arts, and they play this incredible Javanese classical percussion. And I thought, well, surely there's no way that they're going to be performing while I'm here. I'm only here a couple days, maybe they have like one concert a year. No, they have a whole summer concert series where they're putting on free shows in parks and community gardens. And I was fortunate enough to catch them just a few days ago, and it was magical. So I'll share a little video of that. Hope you enjoy. And now I'm hitting the road out to Peru, Indiana, to visit Circus City, USA. So stay tuned for that. Have a listen to some gamelan in a garden, and have a lovely day.
Hey!